about me and you. Things we used to do, it's all in the past now. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. And you why I changed my mind, but it was so easy to let you go. But I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. Oh, nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. When I think about me and you, I just need that groove. Oh, my body needs to move. Don't get in my way now. No. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. Ooh, and you wonder why I changed my mind, yeah. But it was so easy to let you go. Oh, yeah. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul, yeah. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah. I feel it in my soul. Ooh. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. Out of my control. Out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah. Oh, I do it for the
Oh, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You must stay at home. You may only leave home for specific reasons, including for education, for work from home, for exercise and recreation outdoors with your household or on your own, with one person from another household, to shop for food and essentials, and to provide care for vulnerable people as a volunteer.
Gran?
Yes?
Hashtag stand the man.
We're back.
All you've got to do is find the last roll. It's nice and simple. It's a bowl, Sapphire. A bowl. Where do you keep Don't they realise that their lives...
Don't get involved in other people's relationships.
I fear new love.
It was very funny.
Have you got a Harry Potter one?
I got you a stick and you'll be happy with it.
Donna.
Alberta, Canada. Calgary, Alberta.
Don't whack it.
Absolute carnage. We're running over. Donna kept talking.
Okay, so what has happened since last time I made a show? We got paid by the government to go to Nando's. Love that. And many things happened all over the world. It was an election. Don't know if you heard.
My fellow Americans.
It was a lot.
The people of this nation have spoken. Nope. I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify.
Fell in love with a boy. Nearly moved to Wales for him. Turned out didn't love me back. Wales went into lockdown. Sucks to be Wales. Met another boy in England, and England went into lockdown. I don't want to say it's me, but
I might not be here to see it, but if we make the right decisions at this critical moment, we can safeguard our planet's ecosystems, its extraordinary biodiversity, and all its inhabitants.
The world's leading scientists have expressed their delight, along with a strong note of caution, following the news that a vaccine against coronavirus has proved 90% effective.
What happens next is up to every one of us.
came out of lockdown. Had a breakdown. Went back into lockdown. Bon appetit.
Well, hello there. Can you hear me? I do hope you can hear me, for it's me, WillCarne, back on your screens. It's been a long time coming, and I hear an echo. Oh, all the things are happening. It's going well. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. The sun has set here in London, but it is whatever time it is where you are, and you are watching the WillCarne Show. Can I get a cheer? Wait, no, because I'm here on my own. I'm once again in lockdown, but fear not, because through the magic of the interwebs, there are plenty of guests, all currently sat in Zoom waiting rooms as we speak. Question number one, is my mic on and can you hear me? That's all we need. There are woos. I think that is all that matters. Good. In what promises to be 2 hours, not an hour and a half, jam-packed with wonderful things. Firstly, why am I looking down here? It's because all the printers in this building, all their toners are out, so I don't have a script. It's going well. There are plenty of guests, wonderful things. We've got live games with people running around their houses. We've got live music, and we did an actual rehearsal. I've rehearsed this with the music earlier on, and it was really good. I'm really looking forward to it. It's in like an hour's time, so get hype. We've got stories from viewers all around the world, some of which are watching. Hello to you. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Lots to do, many things. We've been off air for 4 months. I can't believe it's 4 months. Well, I say it feels like it was only yesterday. That said, I've completely forgotten how to do this. You can probably tell I'm a ball of stress right now. I'll probably calm down. I'll have some tea. For those of you watching along live, hello. If you signed in on YouTube, you can chat along. If you're watching on a TV, you're living your best lives, and I appreciate that for you. But you can whack up a phone or a laptop and chat along on there as well. Good. Let's see who is here. Let's ask all the questions and the many things. Sapphire says, why? Sapphire is here. You saw Sapphire. She's an old favourite. Many familiar faces. Becca is here. Hope it all goes well tonight. Lol. It's going swimmingly, and I won't hear any different. Ileia says, excruciatingly long, but also surprisingly short. I thought she was talking about the opening credits, to which I was going to agree, but she's talking about her week. Donna is here. Me and Donna had a very brief chat before we went live. It was great. By the way, yes, you are correct. Long-time viewers, Shade Cam is back, aka Donna's camera when she's in the office. The carnage begins, says Ileia. True. Cody is here. Mum Carne is here. Hi, Mum. It's like I'm back in your conservatory. Kim is here. Hello, Kim. In the US, I don't know what time it is. Probably lunchtime. Hope you've had lunch. I know how clocks work. Jake Edwards is here. Jake Edwards, first-time viewer. Who else is here? Perry is here. Perry's on the show later on, chatting entertainment-y stuff. Becca says, I've got it on my TV and chatting on my laptop. Becca's living her best life as always. Rachel is here. Hello, Rachel. The Shade, the word, Lorcan is here. All of them, many, many people. Wonderful. What am I going to do now? I'm going to click a button. The button is exciting. Are you excited for the button as I prepare to tell you what is coming up? Now, I used to have a guest announcer do this, but I thought I would do it live because I'm capable of that. So here we go. Let's attempt to do this. Coming up. We travel around the world to hear stories from some of you lovely people, and 2 more players take on the last role. Donna returns with 2 new dilemmas from behind closed doors. Today it's going to be summed up with the bubble battle and a distant daddy. We got music from Celeste Madden. And entertainment chat from Perry. We love Perry. This is so stressful. I forgot how stressful that is, but it was slick, and we're going to pretend that all was good and fine. Who else have we got here in the chat? Donna says, that's my camera. Donna, look, I will not take this. It is my camera now. Actually, I'll tell you some shade. I currently have Donna's mug because she left it in the office. So I've got 2 mugs. One's got tea in it, and the other is going to have a fizzy drink in it when my energy lacks in the second hour. Very excited. Rachel says, digging the grey vibes with some sneaky yellow in there. Oh, yeah, look, I was going to wear this top, but it's really hot. However, I will reveal, where is it? Wrong side. This is my All Is Well t-shirt. I probably just ruined the mic, but yeah, it's exciting. It's good. Nate is here. Hello, Nate, first-time viewer. So this is your show, he says. We've had many a thing, and here we are. George says, hello, it's me, friend George. Hello, friend George. How are we doing? Oh, my God, I'm already late. How am I already late? How can I be late already? We haven't even started. Buttons. All of the buttons. Good. Calm. So, I have a link to read now. It's a professional thing where you read a piece of script, because otherwise I don't know what's coming on, and I'll click a button and something will play and no one will know what it is. Now, I've had lots of life events take place in the past few months. A lot has happened since I've been away. And I know what you're thinking. Will, how have you got through it? It's been a tough few months. Well, let me tell you, I got myself a life coach. For real. Got myself a life coach. For real. And someone to help me guide me through the hot mess that is 2020. It's very exciting. Will, running late, classic part of the show. Love that. Sorry, quick message from Kim. Anyway, yeah, sorry. I got a life coach, and because I needed someone to help me make sense of everything that was going on in my life. And luckily for you, they allowed me to share one of our sessions with you. So we've recorded it and split it up into a few parts. And here is the first part of life coaching with my glorious new life coach. Enjoy.
Thank you so much for this, really. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. I know you're busy, very, very busy. And thank you for making time for me.
No problem.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
I am a professional life coach.
What can you do for me as my
Basically,
life?
what they do is you ask me questions, I answer them, I coach your life, tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Bing bang bosh.
Bing bang bosh. I like that.
Ask me any questions about your life, and I will give you the best possible solution.
What's the worst thing about being 12?
No one really takes me seriously. I haven't grown yet, so I'm quite short. I'm a quite short person. The last time I checked, I was 4'11", but I think I'm either 5 foot or 5'1".
I'm 5'11", so there is a whole foot.
Wow. Yeah, that's nearly a whole foot.
Yeah, but not being taken seriously. I'm taking you seriously, Lynn. You're my life coach.
What is the worst thing about being 24?
You know what? Actually, I would say being taken too seriously. That's my problem, right? People just, anything I say, they take it so literally. I've got to be careful what I tweet and what I post on the internet because I could be fired.
That's true.
Are there any words that you might know that I don't know?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Excuse me, what does that mean?
I don't know, but I found it on a long word.
Teach me a word and not know what the word means.
So, you think you've fallen in love with somebody?
Yeah.
Do you want to get over them?
No. I want to get
Or
married.
do you want to get them to like you back, yeah? First step, be bold, be creative, and do really cool stuff, and just be yourself, and show your affection and your love.
Yeah, keep going. Okay, affection, creative, bold.
Be yourself, because they have to like you for who you are, not for what they want you to be.
See, I don't think they do like that, so I think I should change.
No, never. You never change. Never change.
Interesting.
Do what you want to be, and don't. If someone doesn't like it, watch my profanity, but off.
I put stars in some of the letters of that word, just so it's centered on my napkin. Interesting. What should I do? Like now, how does our friendship progress?
Text them a lot and be like, good morning and good night, and and make them think about you, and then be like, I have to tell you something, ... and then they'll be like, what is it? And then you never reply, you never say what it is, and then they'll be wondering, well, what was he going to say? And then you'll be in their head for all the time, because they're like, what was he doing? What was he thinking about?
Maybe I'll send them a gift, maybe like McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, send them some Mickey Mouse pancakes.
Oh, nice.
Send them a Travis Scott burger.
Okay, I'm going to read this back to you again to make sure I've got everything on my napkin. I've got be affectionate, creative, bold, be yourself, never change, text them a lot, good morning, good night, text them a mysterious thing, and then never reply. Make sure there's a ... and then McDonald's.
And then McDonald's.
Okay, so how do I get over being in love with someone who doesn't love me back? What should I do to get over that?
Ice cream. And having your friends be there, like having company, like your friends maybe not come over in this time of coronavirus, but maybe be on Zoom calls or be on calls there on FaceTime.
How do I find someone else that I can go on a date with?
Maybe if your friends have friends. Or maybe like Tinder.
Tinder? What's Tinder?
Have you been living under a rock? Tinder?
No, what's Tinder?
You know what Tinder is a dating app where you see a picture and you see their little bio, what they like to do and how old they are, and then if you swipe right, yes. If you swipe left, no. So then you'd be like, Daniel Craig, 24. Oh, he likes long walks on the beach. Swipe right, and then if they swipe right on you, it's a match, and you get to texting, get to meet up, and see where it goes from there.
Okay. A few questions based on my notes that I've written down on my napkin. Daniel Craig, he's 24. You're 12. Do you think he's a bit old for you?
Yeah, and also, I don't like boys.
You put Daniel Craig. I assume that was when you were on Tinder. So it's left for yes and right for no. Is that right?
No.
No.
It's right for yes, left for no.
Oh, so you're confusing me now. How do you know so much about Tinder?
Oh, I just see it every now and then.
And then say I do find a date, perhaps Daniel.
Craig.
What should I do on my first date?
What should you do on a first date? Maybe bring flowers.
Flowers. Interesting.
If you're allergic to flowers, then bring some chocolate.
Chocolate. What if they're allergic?
When you're in the texting phase and the talking phase, maybe find out what their interests are.
Sorry.
So
Hold
you
on.
know.
Talking phase.
So you can, after you get a match, you can text them, and then you text, and then you can meet up.
Talking phase. Oh, so is this where I text them good morning and good night, and then something ... and never reply?
Not necessarily, because this is the first date. If you like can't even meet, haven't even meeting it up with them, then you can't really do that.
Okay.
But maybe on like the second, or it's only if they've said that they don't like you back.
Interesting. I see. So that's a way of right. Okay, I've got that. I've got all this done. And what shouldn't I do on the first date? So I'm going to bring flowers unless they're allergic, and I'm going to bring chocolates unless they're lactose intolerant. But what should I definitely not do?
Bad breath. Talk about yourself all the time. Don't do that.
God, have you seen me?
Don't talk. Yeah, try to make them talk about themselves and like get to know them.
Okay.
Don't. What else could you not do? Don't burp. Don't fart. Yeah.
Liam Middleton there, everyone. I think you will agree he is perhaps the wisest of all of us. I was keeping an eye on the chat. Many people were complaining that Liam is in fact taller than them, which amuses me. George wants to shout out. Hello, George. He is indeed very wise. Lorcan says, how do we hire Liam? He has an agent. Contact his agent. Pay him all the money. Gonna need his hourly rates, says Jake. Look, I'll get them for you. George, if I don't get a message from Will, it's over. No more from Will. Look, sorry, friend George. Liam says ghost them. Yeah, I think Liam's biggest piece of advice there was to ghost them. He's obviously been talking to people I know. We'll have more wisdom from the one and only certified child and life coach, Liam Middleton, later in the show. Look forward to it. But first, it's time for our first game of the evening. What could possibly go wrong? Which means going over to surprise one of you. I hope you're wearing trousers, please. I don't want to get flagged as we go live in, are we ready for this? 3, 2, 1, it's you! Rachel.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Rachel, you're live. Hello. Wait, what's happening?
Okay, hold on a second.
No, it's done it. You're live. There we go. It's boom. Rachel doesn't know. Rachel's
there we go. You're on.
Absolute chaos.
Okay.
There is a lag, everyone.
Okay.
There's a lag. I'm just going to cut to me. There is a lag, and I don't think John realizes there's a lag when he's surprising Rachel. They've just wait. Stop. What are you? Can you? Right, what? Right. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right.
I can hear you.
Okay. Amazing. Right, Rachel. I've got some. Right, Rachel. Wait. Am I coming out of your phone or am I coming out of the stream?
I have a phone.
Okay, amazing. Hold on, Rachel, come on, you're a presenter yourself. I've got to have some banter before we begin this game.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just ready to go.
Okay, let's put the note back in the roll. Let's put the note back in the roll. Absolute.
Note is back in the roll.
Note is back in the roll. Absolute chaos. How do I? There we go.
I mean, it's not. This is what we're expecting.
Look, I've got a script and everything, Rachel. Look, Rachel's here. I've got to ask if you want to play. We already know you want to play because you've started.
Yes, I'm so keen.
In which case, let's play. I've got a graphic. I've got a title sequence. We can't just write. Let's play. I'm going to put, don't actually play. This is for the people at home. Let's play the last roll. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be able to press my button. That's all I needed in my life. All right, Rachel, we are now indeed ready. So let me tell you how the game works. You don't know how the game works? What are you doing? The aim of the game is very simple. We're in lockdown. Brits are weird. We hoard toilet roll. So many, in fact, that there are none in the shops, and you have to find the 5 rolls hidden around your own house. Each roll will contain a clue to the next, and the fastest time to get to the last roll and answer the question inside correctly will win. Is that clear? Is that all good?
That is crystal clear.
Love that. Love that it's crystal clear. I just need to get the clock and put it up on screen, which is something that is actually very technically difficult. 2 seconds. Hum for me, Rachel. Hum.
What shall I hum?
Humming. Put it on it round the clock. I have a clock. Oh, the clock. Why is the clock started? The clock started. It shouldn't have started. All is not well. 2 ticks and a woof. Boom. Okay, I've got the clock. That means we're ready to go. Are you ready, Rachel? That's what I should ask.
I was born ready.
Is everything clear?
Ready.
All right. Okay. Boom. In which case, your time will start when you are handed the first roll. John, over to you.
Okay. Yes. I now have a toilet roll and I can look inside and it says, roll number 2 is at risk of squashing. Quick before it soaks in a place you do. Washing machine.
Amazing running. I started the clock a little bit early because she's already said that. Like, oh my God, she's moving like a bullet. The best part, if you've never seen the show before, she's going to read the next one. Go for it.
The joy is real. Roll number 3 and next on your quest, surrounded by games and inside a chest. We have a chest. We have games chest.
How gorgeous is their kitchen? One of the best things about this is you get to just look around people's houses. It's great. I love it.
Okay, this might be tricky unless it's hidden here. Is it here?
I know what it is. It's very difficult. She's looking. She deserves this. She just started playing the game before it even said hello. How rude.
Oh. Can we move?
Absolute chaos. I don't know what it is. Technical difficulty. You're talking to the queen of technical difficulties over here. Rachel, you're on 1 minute.
Oh, there's a Christmas tree that needs moving. On my days.
That was cruel. I will say that was cruel.
Yes.
There it is.
I will take it. Okay, we've got, let me tell you about roll number 4. Breaking lockdown. It's outside your front door. That one's great. I'm on it. I'm
nice.
on it like
Easy.
a Shakespeare sonnet.
Wow, gorgeous colour. Oh my God, Victoria line. I need to come to this flat. I hear they've been decorating. Genuinely cruel. When most people, when they, oh, here we go.
Okay.
We've got bad signal. Most people don't hide them this much.
It's hiding in the ensuite in its own.
The last roll and one for the win is hiding in the ensuite among its own kin. That was a terrible rhyme. Kin. God, you've got a big house. Okay, I'll get ready to stop the clock.
Yes. Here we go. Name the Pixar movie featuring Blue. Yes, I love you. It's up. Yes.
I love how I've stopped the clock. I love how you took a moment to say, yes, I love you before answering the question, adding a crucial few seconds.
Oh,
Rachel, how do you think you did? How do you think you did? Well, I take a sip of tea.
Relatively terribly, I think.
Look, I'll be honest.
Joy and gusto, but with little actual success.
We've had quite a few people play this game, and that is the meanest I've ever had someone actually hide the rolls. Like inside the box, outside the front door, inside a chest that involved removing a Christmas tree.
I mean, I'll take that.
John, do you have anything to say for yourself?
You can't make it too easy. I mean, yeah.
It's fair. You can't make it too easy. This is true. Well, we do not know if you've won yet. You'll find out later in the show when we go to player 2. But now, as a presenter yourself, you're going to understand. I'm going to read a link, and you're going to stand there looking wonderful as I do it to the next thing. What am I saying? Today, we are going to be dropping in on some of you all over the world to hear stories of what life is like where you live. First up, we are heading to Australia. Oh, I feel like I'm hosting Eurovision. And the gorgeous Hannah. How exciting. John, thank you so much. And Rachel, congratulations again on all your wonderful winning. Over to Hannah. Bye.
Hello, this is Hannah from Melbourne in Australia. Just here to show you some of what life in Australia looks like at the moment. Obviously, this year has looked very different for lots of people everywhere. So from Melbourne, we actually had one of the strictest lockdowns there's been across the world, which means for the majority of this year, the only reasons I've left my house is groceries, and we had curfews in and 1 hour limit on exercise and things like that. So most of this year has been spent in these four walls here. I've been studying computer science this year, so obviously most of my day looks like this. Luckily, I have access to beaches where I live, so it's really easy to go down there to get my daily walk in. And as I've sort of been walking around the neighbourhoods around here, something I did notice is we are really lucky to have a lot of greenery and nature around us. So lots of people have trees in their front yards, there's lots of birds and butterflies and small animals around. And when you're only confined to like staying in your suburb, at one point we had to stay in 5 kilometre radius. It makes really nice when you can access all these beautiful things just on your day-to-day outing. Another thing that's been a feature for Melburnians, at least this year, is the mask wearing. We've been wearing masks outside for everything most of the year, and we still need to wear masks now. With all the lockdowns and the mask and everything, it does mean that we have gotten rid of most of our coronavirus. In my state, Victoria, this is, as I film this, it's the 14th day in a row where we've had no new cases. So excitingly, that means that we can start going out to see friends and family. We are allowed to go to restaurants and things like that again, which is really nice. But I do sympathise with the rest of the world who seems to just be hitting their second peak or maybe not finishing their first wave yet. So I'm very grateful to be able to live somewhere that has such low numbers. That means we can start to do some of those things again. Whenever I'm traveling overseas, something I always find fascinating is looking in other countries' supermarkets and little shops and everything. So I thought I would show you some of what our supermarkets look like. Our version of Tesco's and Sainsbury's is Coles and Woolworths for most of the country. There is also a small UK section in my local supermarket. I was working in a theatre before Corona happened and obviously had to stop that during most of the year. Luckily, it sounds like our theatre life might be coming back over the next few months. During most of this year, we've kept in touch with friends and family over, Zoom video calls, house party, things like that. Anyway, I hope this gave you a bit of insight into what a day in the life of an Australian looks like in 2020. I hope everyone is staying safe and connected as much as they can. And when international travel opens up again, we would love to come and see you visit Australia.
Oh, wasn't that lovely? Wasn't that really sweet? What am I saying? As I came back, I was like, no, I'm live. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that was really nice. I think it's a really nice, if I say so myself, although it's kind of the people who have made it, really nice little series in the show, going all around the world. First one there, that was Hannah in Australia. Cool. I was reading the chat while that was going on, and everyone, the main comment is that Rachel was here to win, and she did it. I hope someone wrote down the time to beat, because I didn't. And people saying they love her flat, and it is indeed a gorgeous flat. I love getting to look around people's homes. Ultimately, that's the point. I didn't even say what the prize was. I don't think I've even decided yet. Maybe it'll be a mug or a mask Something like that. Who knows? People are on the beaches. And yeah, imagine being locked down near a beach like that. Like, people are living the dream. And at the end, when she's like, come to Australia, I'm like, oh, it's like an advert for Australia. Cool. Amazing. Right, I have no idea what is next. I'm going to be honest. So I'm just going to...
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never get the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
But first, as we know, the world is a problematic, problem-filled place full of many problems. This is too loud. So who better to attempt to solve them live than those problems live? I've mucked it up. It's been me. With a lady who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give us one. Oh, dear God, I've ruined it all.
I could be learning, you could be yearning to see what's behind these closed doors. But I promise
I'm going to try that again. With a lady who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give her one anyway. Join us as we take a government-approved high jump up Helpful Hill. It's hilarious. It's time to take a look behind closed doors, and then it starts. Right. But I'm incapable of talking beyond this segment's allotted time slot. I'm incapable of talking, apparently. Look out, Meryl Streep. The world has got a new favourite, Donna. It's Donna Staveley. Donna, I'm a mess.
Yay!
How are you feeling? How are you doing? You've got
I'm all right
8 seconds. I'm a mess as usual. Right. Let's cut back to the credits. Donna, hello.
Hello.
How are you? You're back.
I'm good. I'm really good, darling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little box above your shoulder. I feel like I'm an evil. Like,
oh, how weird.
Yeah, I've actually clicked all the wrong
are
buttons.
You like a parrot or something?
Yeah, I'm like a little. You're meant to be in a circle, but I've done it a little bit wrong. As per. There we go. Now there's 2 of you. Great.
Hey, that's
why are there 2 Donnas? Where am I?
I really don't think the world could cope with 2 of me.
There's 2 Donnas. There we go. Now I'm going to make a big boom. Donna, how are you?
I'm all right, darling. I'm good. Miss you.
I miss you too. It's been too long.
I know. I was all planned to come and have another little like work day in your office, and then they put us back into lockdown again.
Blimmin' cheek. Blimmin' cheek
annoying.
of them. It is
So there
indeed.
you go.
Oh, there we go. You're a little bit quiet, but you're back up. Can everyone hear Donna okay, by the way? I've realised I've turned your mic down in anticipation of your excitement.
Yeah, Donna, quiet, not really usually found in the same sentence.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but you're exactly right.
It's very, I'm just going to turn that screen off because I've got that screen with the show running, and it's a bit like I can see myself going.
It's absolute chaos. So I couldn't see you because I was looking at the script, but how badly did I mess up that intro?
It was quite entertaining.
Yeah, I'm glad it was. I think that's going to be in the trailer for whenever we come back of an example of carnage. I can't get used to it. I'm just staring at you in this little bubble. Can you see what you look like before it happens? Let me see.
No, because I've had to switch it off because otherwise I'm like looking at my laptop and I've got like a second my giant screen as I keep texting you little messages going, it's so big.
Yeah, you've got a screen. Donna is working from home, everyone, and it is a time. What are people saying?
Yeah.
People just happy you're here. They love your jumper. Yeah. Sapphire loves your jumper. I say Donna. Jake says Donna. Many people just say Donna. Floating balloon Donna says Rachel. She's just about catching her breath. What mug is this?
It's my Sydney mug.
I mean,
mainly because somebody else has my WillCarne show mug. So
what a fiend, and we will not stand for it.
I know. Outrageous behaviour, but there you go. But it's also the biggest mug I've got. So
fair. What have you got in it? What are you drinking? What's your tipple?
Coffee. Just coffee.
Coffee. It's 20 to 8.
Yeah, I know.
Bounce off the walls, right. If you haven't seen the show before, we offer a chance for you, lovely people, to send us your deepest, darkest woes, and we will do our best to help. We're not necessarily very helpful most of the time, but we're going to try. Donna, woe number 1, take it away.
Okay, so, dear Will and Donna.
That is us.
That is indeed us. I live in a house share with 3 lovely housemates. We get on really well. However, last week, one of my flatmates announced they would bubble with one of her friends who lives alone. She didn't consult us. She just announced her decision in the group chat. What should I say to her, and what is the fairest way to decide what to do in this situation?
Interesting. Thoughts?
Interesting.
I reckon this is a common problem. When this came in, I picked it out because I was like, oh, this is...
Yeah, I think because having gone back into a second lockdown, certainly across the whole of the UK, I know various parts of the country had already been put into tier 3 at that point. I still don't understand all that.
I don't. Yeah, who does?
It's very difficult. I mean, as somebody who lives by herself, and normally, I'm very happy with my own company, and I've lived by myself for years, and I've really enjoyed it. But I've always been able to go out and do lots of things, and as well knows, I'm a very social person, and I spend a lot of time with other people. So it is hard. I'm not going to lie. Living by yourself through lockdown is hard. So I can understand why this person's flatmate has said, my friend lives by themselves, is possibly having a hard time, so I'm going to bubble with them. The difficulty is that affects the other 2 housemates.
Yeah, and they didn't consult, because the rules are, per household, you're only allowed to go with one person.
With one bubble. So it means that they have not had any kind of opportunity to say, I mean, I don't know whether like elderly parents might be involved who kind of need keeping an eye on, because I bubbled with my parents, even though they live up in Hertfordshire and I'm in South London, because I need to know that I can go to their house at any point, at any time. If there is an issue, I need to know that I can just go there. So this flatmate has created a situation where the other 2 housemates can't now do anything. So really there should have been some kind of discussion before this happened.
Yeah. It's difficult though, isn't it? Because
it's very difficult.
And
I'm sure
it's like she got there first. She was like, my friend needs it. Boom, bubbled, done. No bubble for you.
Exactly. And it may well be that it's because she's genuinely trying to do a nice thing and it is keeping an eye out for somebody and maybe that friend had a really tough time in the earlier lockdown. And it's just very difficult. But I think this is one of those ones that the only way to the fair way to deal with this is you're all going to need to sit down together and talk about it like big people, like grown-ups.
Difficult.
She's already done it now.
Can this, look, as the token young person on this panel, all I want to ask or respond to that, Donna, is can this adult conversation be done in, say, a GIF posted in the group chat?
No.
The power of GIFs, Donna.
One
well-placed GIF.
One well-placed GIF
can
but
make
of course
or break a flat.
You've only got to have someone. If someone's not in the right mood, sometimes it's just too soon. I remember years and years ago, I just walked down from the big meeting we had in our office where we'd just been told we were all going to be made redundant. And one of my lovely friends, it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me, but that's another story. And my lovely friend went, oh, should we go and have a redundance then? And I just went, too soon.
Too soon.
Any other time, I would have found that hilarious. And probably the next day I found it hilarious. Not that time. So,
not a time. So maybe it's a bit soon.
No,
Let's have a look in the chat. People in the chat, people watching along. Tell us what you think. What should they do? Have you been in this situation? I'll have a little read. People are just marveling over the fact you're in a bubble. They're calling you Galinda.
Oh, it's so nice to see me.
I swear, you're 2 seconds away. Love that. Lorcan comes in with a very helpful suggestion. It's all a bit of a pickle, really. Thank you, Lorcan.
Yeah.
George is singing. Ileia, here we go. Helpful comment. The Alberta government is calling bubbles cohorts as the system is insanely confusing. Cohorts.
Oh, blimey.
Don't like that. Logan, I would argue a good GIF can sort anything. There we go. On my side, I take everything I said back. I wish that my government would go back into lockdown. Things are getting scared. It's not amazing. Matty just says hello. And George says it's from Wicked. I know it's from Wicked. Good. I'm going to be honest, Donna. This is the magic of a live show. All of that was totally unhelpful. I'm not sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly think it's this is one of those things. I genuinely think it's not something you can sort out in a chat on a text group with a GIF. It's can we all just sit down around the kitchen table or around the sofa? We just need to talk about this. I mean, the problem they've got at the moment is this is now. It's happened in this lockdown that's going on. When does lockdown? Now I should know this. Is it 2nd of December? Officially ends? So really, until then, they are where they are. But I think it's only fair that flatmate number 3 realizes that. And needs to become aware of the fact that actually she has forced this situation on her flatmates. I mean, she does say that it's a lovely house show and we get on really well. So talk about it. If you get on really well, talk about it.
I will say, as you've just said this, it's weird. I'm a bit cautious about who this has come from now, because I have actually recently done a similar. So I live with my sister Aisha, who we've seen on the show before, and I have recently invited someone into our bubble who comes over and stays quite a lot. And I realise now I also did not consult Aisha, who was watching. So,
no, Aisha, what's your comment?
So I'll be expecting a GIF any second now from her. But look, how am I supposed to go a month without a boyfriend? You can't. You just need to be able to see these people.
Month. I'd roll my eyes, but they'd roll so hard they'd fall out of my face.
Elena says finger snaps for Donna. Be honest, I say sit down and talk, says Perry. George says most of the precautions aren't there to help the individual, but rather the group. Ileia says, Matty, someone wanted to, but she's just helping. Aisha is dabbing. That's enough of that. Right. Donna, will you return later on with the second dilemma?
I, of course, will indeed. I'll be lurking in the background for the entire show.
We love a lurker. Wonderful. Always a pleasure. But now let's take a look at another story from one of you. This time we're heading to the USA. And Kim, what could possibly have been happening in the USA? Let's find out.
I love how the most exciting narrative I have to tell about my life is putting on makeup and going to Starbucks.
I want to preface all of this also by saying that this is not what, real American life is like. Most people are not following social distancing rules. Most people are not actually, changing their lives to try and stop the spread. No, people are just like, life is normal. The economy has to get back together.
This blonde freaking woman, middle-aged soccer mom, is like having a full-on conversation with the Starbucks barista. I just want my coffee, man.
We had the election. That was the most stressful week of my life. Nothing can be easy in America.
Yes, I did keep my I voted sticker on my mask just so I can flex on everybody. And then when I go somewhere and they're like, oh, your little I voted sticker is still on there. Are you disappointed? Because I live in Trumpy Town. I could be like, no, fuck you. Fuck the person you voted for. I voted for Biden, so.
I'm also really interested to see how the Senate race in Georgia, which is Blue Georgia, turns out. I have hope, which is a nice thing to have.
I think it's 100 ice.
Oh, iced, please.
I think what else for you?
That'll be all.
All right, it'll be $5.95. I'll see you now. Thank you.
Thank you. Putting on makeup is just putting random tinted liquids on your face. I recently took on a new job. I'm working for this company that's like based in California, and I live in Tennessee, for those of you who might not know, which is probably like explains a lot.
Thank you. Success. We did it, fam. We did it.
Every like 2 to 3 days, they'll send an email with something, and I'll just be like, fucking California, man. What world are y'all living in? It ain't the world I'm living in. Like, I got an email the other day that was like, we want everyone to take at least one mental health day between now and the New Year's because we just know how stressful everything is and we want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. That don't happen here. You ask for a mental health day, they gonna be like, absolutely not.
I've been staying up until like 3 a.m. and sleeping until like noon. Also, if you're my boss, you didn't see this.
Look at that. That's so cute. Okay.
Wow. This is the least depressed I've felt in a month. Thank you, Will.
Enjoy the rest of your lockdown in the UK. I'm sending all of my love your way. Wish us luck. There is rumors going around that we are going to be in an official lockdown once Biden takes office, so maybe we'll be joining you soon. Stay safe, everyone, and peace.
Pretty. Thank you, Kim. Apologise to any young people watching for the naughty words that were said. I was supposed to bleep them and I forgot. All is well and good and daddy. Passion. That's what matters. There's also an outtake where she apologises to me, my mum and my gran specifically for cursing. And she says, I feel like Will and his posh family will judge me. And I left that out and then forgot to bleep it. I love that for me. What are people saying in the chat? George said, people go, whoops, indeed. Ileia says, states all have distinct identities, but I know none of them, and it's so confusing. Tennessee is deep south-ish. It's next, it's in the middle. No, it's not really. It's in the above Georgia. Where we go to WillCarne, what say with that? That was Tennessee. Misty Mountains, Rocky Mountain, not Rocky Mountains. Misty, Smoky Mountains. Got there in the end. I'm crashing now. Can you tell? This is going to hit at some point. It's going to be great. How are we doing for time? We're good. Jake, what an absolute babe. Accurate. She speaks the truth, says George. She does indeed. Kim is a new fave for sure, says Lachlan. Go back and watch some of the shows where she does some little things. It's wonderful. Matty says yes, same, because California was mentioned, and so was Georgia. Oh yeah, Tennessee. Neither of them. Tennessee. Kim's the best, says Donna. Cody says the weather is what I want. Same. And Matty says Kim is the moment, and I am going to agree. I've been also told to give you a reminder that if you have not yet liked this video, press the like button, because there are more people watching than there are likes. Also, I'll tell you about that later because we're running out of time. I'm going to read a thing. It's very exciting. Next up, we've got a slightly different story from Sav, which is going to be cool, and it's going to play straight after this. But before then, it's time for some music. Methinks music. I'm very excited. I've heard this already today, and it was a banging tune. I just let her sing the whole thing, even though I only needed like a minute. Speaking of which, here to perform her new song "Virtue" off of her EP. That's just extraordinary. Some would say she is extraordinary. Please welcome Celeste Madden.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Celeste. That was a very nice intro, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, it's all been said. This is Virtue. Ooh, no, it's not. There we go. I hate to be away from you. But fate hate is a funny thing. I'm so devoted, I look at the mirror and laugh sometimes. But if I'm a pilgrim, then you're the cathedral. Believe me, it's a virtue to be so cruel. Baby, you're the killing blow, and I don't think I can roll with the punches anymore. And all of the preachers and doomsday seekers pray to be half as cynical as you. Wish I could be like that and not give a shit when my windows are shattered by stones thrown by the neighborhood kids. Believe me, it's a virtue to be so cruel. Baby, you're the killing blow, and I don't think I can roll with the punches. I'm really living now. I'm really living now. I'm really living now. Cool. And that was that. Thank you very much.
An autistic content creator. Hey everyone, my name is Sav and I'm an autistic content creator. Will's asked me, what's it like being autistic? Being autistic means that I am seeing the world differently to others and those around me. There are also people like me out there who experience similar things, but also have their own unique perspectives of the world around them. I'm part of a group of conditions or disabilities, depending on who you ask. These are autism, ADHD, dyslexia, and dyspraxia. I have dyslexia and autism. They've known since I was 2 years old that I was different. I wasn't learning as quick as the others, and I needed a lot of support throughout my education. It was only when I was 23 when they noticed, hold on, you might be also autistic. Back then, I would have been diagnosed with Asperger's, which is a form of autism. But my official diagnosis at the age of 24 was ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder. I've been doing an autism series called Autism with Sav since 2017. There haven't been much recent videos because I've talked extensively about it and my disability. However, I still do autism advocacy because it's still important to make the world a better place for those who are coming through right now, the younger generations, but also making it better for my generation and the generations above us as well. There's still a lot of issues and we've got a lot to do. However, I think I've still made a bit of a change in the world personally. I've made a difference, I hope, I think the time is for acceptance, and I think that's the way forward now. And I hope that one day things will be way better for a lot of people on the neurodivergent spectrum. Going back to being autistic, there are times where I can't process things as quickly as other people. Sensory overload is a massive thing. I'm very fortunate to get a new pair of noise-cancelling earphones. They do muffle enough sound so I can focus on what I need to do. I even wear the sunflower lanyard, which makes people aware that I have a condition or disability and I may need help when I go shopping. I also wear with my lanyard a please offer me a seat card. That helps a lot, so I can use the accessible seats by the exits of the train. I've been very fortunate to work at an employer that actually helps and doesn't see my disability as a bad thing. If I get the right support with that, with my autism, I can thrive. And I was very fortunate to do that earlier this year before the pandemic. And it's just now I haven't been able to go out as much. However, I've been able to go on 2 staycations. I've been very fortunate to do that. So yeah, take care guys, and Sav out. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Beautiful. Gorgeous performance there from Celeste. You can find her on all social media. I think it's Celestial. I don't know. She's in the chat. Maybe she'll post her links. I hope she will. Also, everyone loved it, thought it was adorable, thought it was great. They're going to check her out on Spotify. Celeste Madden, everyone. But also, people want to know whether that was an IKEA shark behind her. Look, these are important questions that we need to know the answers to. I hope she can pet that. And then we had Sav. That was the first one of these in this series that I made. That's why it's a little bit different to the other ones. But when I got the footage and the voiceover through, I thought it was so sweet. I had a call with Sav a couple of months ago. We were saying he's really kind of, things are a bit tough for everyone, especially like Sav at the minute. So yeah, love him. He's not in the chat. He's off celebrating Diwali with his family. What are you doing? We celebrate Diwali. No, of course, happy Diwali. And he'll be watching on Catch Up. Hello, Sav on Catch Up. Everyone go and tweet him and tell him he's amazing and lovely and good and wonderful. What else we got? Words good for Sav. People thanking Sav. Sav, you're amazing. I hope you're being able to read this chat when you're watching on Catch Up. Great, informative. And my mum says, love the graphics as you see the world differently. Well done, Sav. Love that. Now, where's my script? Next, here we go. Next, let's, I need to click buttons. I can't just start speaking. What are you talking, crazy fool? I can't just start hitting all the many buttons. Buttons. Okay, I'm ready. Am I ready? I'm not ready. Yes. Next, let's welcome our brand new entertainment reporter. Look at me. I think I'm an ITV daytime show. The one and the only Perry Bree. Perry, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you, Will. How are you?
You can see how I am, Perry. You've been watching me for the last few minutes. I'm a mess. How are you?
I'm really good. Yeah, you're doing well. I don't know what you're talking about. You're amazing.
Lies and deceit, and I won't stand for it. How have you been? How's your lockdown going?
Do you know what? I've just tried to keep myself as busy as possible. So doing plenty of live streams. This week's anti-bullying week. So it's a really good week to kind of, talk about cyberbullying and that sort of thing. So I've been doing that this week. Got lots of chats planned. Again, keeping myself very busy whilst, of course, working from home. So yeah, trying to fill those hours,
And what was the live stream you did this morning? I just caught it on your socials.
Yeah, so this morning I did a live stream with the lovely Charlie. If you've heard of Cheer Up Charlie in the West End, he's got a brand new single out called You Will Be Found, which is a cover from Dear Evan Hansen. And every single penny from the proceeds made from the song will be going towards an anti-bullying charity and the Diana Award. He's a young ambassador. So amazing stuff, like really, really cool guy. Bless him.
If you don't know who what Cheer Up Charlie is as a campaign, as a thing, have a look at it on social media after the show. Yeah, it's great. It's really sweet. And the song's on Spotify and iTunes and all the things now.
Lots of celebrities as well.
All the celebrities. Yeah, I listened to it earlier on and I was like, oh, the tears. Also, this isn't what we're going to talk about. But did you see the advert for, or wasn't an advert, the dance video all around the West End on social media? About
yes, absolutely beautiful.
Save the Arts. Really good.
Show must go on as well. All of that, absolutely stunning. Like beautiful, makes you emotional, doesn't it? But it's lovely how the community comes together for one thing, and particularly with Charlie's video, he's got all of these big theatre and also celebrities involved, which is why I think we should talk about celebrities, right, Will?
Oh, the segue was just gorgeous.
Just got to be done, right? Got to be done.
Tell us all the things.
Right, so tonight, the I'm a Celebrity 2020 series begins, but rather than being in sunny Australia, we're over to Wales in a castle. And it's actually the 20th series this year. Can you believe it's been going for 20 years,
That's
Will?
mad. That's crazy.
I just remember growing up with it. So in a way, I guess
same.
I was 6 the first time it came out.
I feel like I thought I'd watched it since it began, but I obviously haven't because I didn't, But carry on.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few celebrities this year and a good mix. So we've got Mo Farah, who's obviously the Olympic athlete and gold medalist, who's incredible. We've got Jessica Plummer from EastEnders. She was also in a girl band, Neon Jungle. Not a lot of people know that. They kind of mainly know her from EastEnders. But I love Neon Jungle. They had some right bops.
Can we just say what because there are some watches obviously in Canada and America today. Can we say what I'm a Celebrity is? Have we said it?
Yeah, I think they actually have one in America, but they film it somewhere different, like a different location. So I'm a Celebrity is basically, if you haven't heard it before, they chuck a load of celebrities in like a jungle or like, as we're saying this year, in a castle. And essentially what they have to do is they have to compete in tasks to earn food and drink. Well, I think they get water, but, for treats and things.
It's like Big Brother on steroids, basically.
Truly.
Big Brother crossed with Taskmaster. Where can you go wrong? Now in Wales and not in Australia.
I think I prefer the heat over the cold.
Indeed. Yeah, that's very true. Sweet. Okay, what else? What else have we got? We've got a few minutes.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to skip on to the next or go through all the names?
We'll skip on to the next. The main person we're going for is G Fletcher.
We got to talk about Giovanna Fletcher. So G Fletcher, or Giovanna Fletcher, if you don't know her, is from YouTube. And she's engaged to Tom Fletcher, who's of course from the band McFly. McFly have an album out, and Giovanna has actually gone into I'm a Celeb this year. The album's called Young Dumb Thrills. And then also the amazing part about that is McFly also had a documentary on ITV last night. So if you missed that, you got to catch up on it. It's called All About Us, which is a play on words from, of course, their song All About. Yeah, such a tune. So I'm actually Team G. I'm not going to lie, like straight out there.
Yeah, same.
Because she's a great YouTuber. She does a lot online. She's a really great campaigner. So I wish her all the best with that. And then we've got to move on to something very quickly. I've actually brought props. So chart battle this week was all about Kylie versus Little Mix, and I've got both because I love them both.
Wow, yeah, that's the thing I was going to say. I think surely you're a bit biased towards Little Mix. I've seen you. You're like
I am,
besties.
yeah. But Kylie is also a legend, and she's the first female artist in history to have a UK #1 album in 5 consecutive decades. So 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, and 2020. That's unreal. That's unreal
crazy
for any artist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but then saying that, Little Mix got more streams. So I guess it's more of a healthy balance between sales and, streams. Guess that's a new thing. And then Billie Eilish has got a new song out called Therefore I Am. She got to run around an empty shopping mall in America. Could you imagine how much fun we'd have, Will, doing that? All the food, all the shops. We love that. And of course, everybody's talking about Christmas in November now, and Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas has already had over 415,000 streams alone this year. What? Do we think that Christmas is too early in November or not this year? Because I think it's acceptable.
I actually filmed a podcast with a friend of mine called Carrie, and we were talking about this, and I said Christmas movies, I started watching them in July this year. I'm going to be honest. I watched Arthur Christmas in July, but the music, I draw a line. I think you've got to come on. You can't start listening to All I Want for Christmas and now.
I suppose.
Like, wait.
Yeah,
watch Love Actually, and that's the first time you're allowed to listen to that, any cover.
True. At least Love Actually is kind of Christmas but not, because I actually watched it well before Christmas when it first came out. So I guess it's all about love and kindness, which is lovely.
This is true.
And then moving swiftly on from that, The Weeknd has been announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer. And I actually saw him live like 2 years ago and randomly bought a ticket on the day, and he was phenomenal. So I'd be interested to see what he's going to bring to the Super Bowl, because he had like this giant triangle drop from the ceiling, and it was like part of his stage. It was very clever.
That's so cool.
So I'm sure if he's got the big budget, he'll be like, boom.
Is the Super Bowl and everything going ahead then, given that?
Yeah, I think so, just without a crowd. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think Pepsi does most of the funding anyway when it comes to that halftime show. So I'm sure it won't be any different to any of the other concerts we've had kind of online this year. But I guess without a crowd, it's going to be very different. So we'll see how that goes. And then finally, Harry Styles has been named Hitmaker of the Year by Variety. I really do think this is deserved. But I am still confused in that it's this year, because he released Fine Line, his album, last year. So I'm like, okay, interesting choice. But all the same, I love Harry Styles. So he's incredible.
Yeah, I'm just pulling faces to my shade cam as you speak. I indeed love him to bits, and I saw the Vogue article on him and his cover star and all of that.
I mean, just like the way he's wearing a dress, the way he's rocking every single look. I love how he's breaking down gender stereotypes. It's incredible. We love to see it.
Although we are angry that One Direction did not have a reunion for their 10 year, and that's happened since we were away.
What's that about? Come on, like, guys, all you have to do is jump on a Zoom these days.
Like we've had a
easy,
miserable year. Just do, phone up James Corden and boom.
Exactly. Totally agree. I love them.
We're very running over, Perry, but I love you to bits, so I'm going to keep you on a little bit longer and read out some of the chat. Rachel says, I'm all in for early Christmas this year. Advent is about waiting, she says.
I mean, I did get a Christmas calendar yesterday, so...
Look, I need to get an Advent calendar, actually. Oh, my God, many talking has happened. People are shocked that you have physical CDs.
I have signed ones too. This Kylie one's signed, so
And Donna, I think you should go on I'm a Celeb, says Cody. Imagine Donna on I'm a Celeb. Maybe one day.
Oh,
who knows?
be legendary.
People want G to win. Lorcan, Christmas starts November the 20th at the earliest. It's still Halloween hours in this house. Indeed, Thanksgiving. Wait till Thanksgiving. Matty, Christmas music is acceptable on December the 1st and no sooner. Ileia, Christmas movies are timeless, but Christmas music and decorations aren't allowed until after November 11th. Wow, where are these dates coming from in your life?
That's very specific. I usually go for December 1st, to be honest, or the first weekend of December. Yeah. But this year, I'm just like, why not?
Or if you're going to wait till December the 1st, this year, wait till December the 2nd when we're out of lockdown. Matty, also, that is the first time they're just having a chat amongst themselves. And people are swooning over Harry. But icon, he's an icon. He's amazing. He's a legend. George says signed CDs, so bougie. Rachel says good, talking. And Cody has said video idea, Donna and... Okay, Cody is just having a conversation with me in the live chat while we're on air. Wonderful. Oh no, my shade cam has died. Oh, that's sad. However, Perry, wonderful. Thank you so much for telling us all the entertainment things, all the things you can do.
Absolutely. Great to see you, Will. Thank you for having me on.
Pleasure. And your jumper is amazing and good and wonderful and all the things. And now I have something to read into saying what was going next, because I don't know. I don't know what's going next. Let me read the thing. Hold on. Wait, gorgeous. Thanks, Perry. Smooth. Now, next, I'm going to do my presenter voice. Now, next up, we have a story from Canada. Can you usher to Canada? Usher.
Yes.
Canada. It's the wrong way, but it's the wrong way. Good.
This way.
Hello, my name's Ileia. I live in Calgary, Alberta, in Western Canada. I can never sleep much past sunrise. Once the morning sun peeking through my blinds is bright enough, I'm awake, and that's all there is to it. This time of year, that's around 8:15. I start off by checking my phone, scroll through everything that I missed on Twitter and Instagram while I was asleep, and then it's time to get going. Before I can wash my face, I have to deal with my hair. When it was short, I just used this scrunchy headband, but now that it's longer, I have to tie it up too. With my face washed, I have to put my hair up properly so I can do some ballet. And now that I'm in my ballet costume, I'm going to put my hair in a bun, because why not? Before I can do my bar practice, I have to eat something. So I usually have yogurt with ground flaxseed in a cute little teacup. Raspberry yogurt is my favorite. Then I settle into the living room and watch a YouTube video while I enjoy my snack. Once the yogurt's done, it's time to do some exercise. I found some beginner ballet videos on YouTube, so I follow along with one of those and pretend I'm in a dance studio with friends. I have a long way to go before I'm even close to graceful and elegant, but I enjoy it, and that's what matters. Change into comfy clothes and spend the rest of the day alternating between reading, watching YouTube, watching TV, and checking social media. I water my peace lily once a week when it starts to get droopy. In the afternoon, when the weather cooperates, I put on my winter gear and head out for a walk. If I'm not going to the store, I don't wear my mask because there's a lovely nature reserve near my flat and there's enough space to wander around without worrying. It's been a lot of fun seeing how much the nature reserve changes with the seasons. It takes about an hour to do a full loop from the top of the valley down along the river and back. One of my favorite parts of the park is the duck pond. It's a constructed wetland that captures stormwater. In the summer, it was filled with ducks and frogs and cattails. And Calgary is right along the edge between the foothills and the flat prairie. So on a clear day, you can even see the Rocky Mountains from the top of the valley. In all of the confusion and frustration of this year, I'm really glad I lived so close to this little bit of wilderness. It's been a nice break. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.
Still to come. Liam Middleton is back with more wisdom, and Donna discusses a distant dad. What does that even mean? 2 more stories from Sean and Cody talking rocks and romance. But first, it is time to go live to player 2 of The Last Roll. And we ask, could it be you? Let's find out as we go live in... Hold on, I'm not ready. I'll be honest, I'm not ready. We go live in 5, 4, 3, 5, 3. I'm giving numbers. I'm just going to cut live to you. There we go. It's you, Nate. Hello. Nate, we can't hear you. I'm going to be honest. We can't hear anything. It's silent. Don't open it. Don't open it. Don't open the thing. Don't touch the thing. Don't open the thing. There we go. Alex, we can't hear anything. I don't know what's going on. Nate's going to recover while we sort out the sound. I don't know if it's a me problem. Silence. Absolute silence. Nothing. And it's not fine. I mean, we can maybe do it without things and hope for the best. Do you know, I'm gonna talk to the people while we see if Alex can sort out the audio. Hold on, I need to press a button and put me in my little box. Where's my box? Where's my box? Here's my box. I still can't hear anything, Alex. I'm going to be honest. I was going to ask Nate to set up Alex, but Nate, I've been told, is famously very non-technical, and yet here we are. Alex, have we got any luck? No, we're just going to press on with no audio. Nate, you're going to have to use sign language. Nate, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and you're living your best life. It's unbelievable. I don't know if they're having a chat or what's going on. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Should we just press ahead? Should we just go ahead? What's happening? What's happening? They literally can't hear a thing. They have no idea. I forget that we're live. I'm just sat watching Nate on his laptop. I don't think they know they're live. I don't think they know what's happening right now. Maybe I should cut to something else, come back and see if we can get audio. Should we do that? Maybe we should. Yeah, I tell you what, let's do that. Let me see what I can cut to, and then we'll come back. I also don't know the time to beat, so ultimately everything is pointless. Let us go to life coaching with Liam. Let's go do some more life coaching with Liam, and I'm going to work out what's wrong. All is good and well and dandy.
I do French at school, and I'm getting pretty good at it.
Go on then. Talk to me in some French.
Je m'appelle Liam. J'habite un resto.
You know what? I'll give you a little secret. So all you have to do, if you're in your French class, you just have to make the following French noises, and it counts as French. Right, I want to talk about work because work stresses me out. All right, I need some help. I need some advice. Okay, I sometimes have to work with some quite famous people. Do you have any advice on how I should act around them?
This is a famous person. Don't act too annoying. Don't be like, oh my god, you're Will Smith. Oh my god, can I have a picture? Oh, can I have a hug? Maybe be a bit more chill. You know, a bit more calm.
A bit more chill. Can you name any famous person in the UK? Just name someone.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, perfect. Right. Can we role play this? Right. I'll be Sam Smith, you be me, and you show me what to do when we're filming together. So we're filming a video for Sam Smith's YouTube channel. Right. Hi, I'm Sam Smith.
Oh hi, I'm Liam Middleton. How are you?
Hello, Liam Minter. I was expecting WillCarne, but it's a pleasure to meet you. What are we doing today?
Well, we're going to be filming a YouTube video.
Oh, wonderful. Would you like a selfie before we begin?
Oh yeah, that would be great. That'd be awesome.
Unbelievable. I just need to stop you there, Liam. I think that'd be very unprofessional. You can't just get a selfie with Sam Smith.
Ask very politely and gain his trust, gain his friendship. Then maybe.
Okay, look, I've got some more questions about work. I am genuinely applying for a job that will involve making TikToks. Do you have any advice for me in that job, in that role?
Okay. So don't make it longer than 15 seconds unless it's really interesting, because then people get bored and be like, oh, I don't want to watch that. Boring. Something that catches their eye, something that's there. So you're like, oh, stop, don't scroll, or something that's really interesting, like you light a fire, then blow out, big bang, and then something that catches their eye and makes them want to watch more. Then you put, when you finish your video, you put either 3 or 5 hashtags, just like for you page and like FYP. You only need around 3. And in the title, you should put something that like something that someone would type up and they could find the video. Something like really simple, like if you were making a magic trick. If you were doing a magic trick, you could be like card magic trick. Something very simple. So if they searched it up, your video will come up first because it matches the title.
How do you know all of this information about TikTok?
Big brain.
That's fair. I've made some notes on my napkin. Hope that's okay. I'm going to read them back to you and just let me know if I missed anything. Interesting, less than 15 seconds. Fire, in brackets, bang, close brackets. 3 to 5 hashtag FYP, for you page with 2 E's. Magic trick, open bracket, card magic trick, close bracket.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Love it.
Do that.
Also, one more thing, self-promotion.
Self-promotion.
So maybe go, like, if you're scrolling on your For You page, just type in maybe like, oh, I do cool magic tricks, bang. If you want to check it out.
Self-promotion. Are we talking like sub for sub?
Sub, follow, anything like that.
Love that.
I started off following people, then unfollowing when I was less minded.
When you were, you're saying when you were less,
younger. when I was younger.
Now you don't need that.
Don't need that. You've got 1,266 followers.
That is genuinely more than me. Now, you've been to Marcus when we filmed a show together, so you know what it's like. What can I do to improve it as a space to help me work?
Could you give me a little tour?
A tour?
Yeah.
Well, now?
Yeah.
What? How am I going to... Well, here we go. This is Marcus, do you remember?
Nice. Okay. I've got something. I've got some notes.
All right, go for it.
20-foot long LED light strip all around on the desk, on the walls.
Interesting.
So you can do stuff like this.
What is going on? Your room is having a disco by itself.
Wait for it. If you turn off my light,
right.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. That's amazing. That's amazing. And you all colours. Yeah, I could put them all around the room. I reckon that would be good. And you'd be able to see it from outside. People would look at the shard and they go, what? No one cares about the light over there. Look in that office.
Look at them. They're having a party.
Thank you for that, Liam. I'm probably going to do that. Final question on work. I don't understand tax as a whole. Please explain it to me.
I'm pretty sure it's just the government taking your money. Then they put it to like charities or something.
So tax is the government taking your money and they give it to charity.
Yes. Illuminati.
Wonderful. And we are back. And even better, we have audio. Hello, Nate.
Hello.
I can hear you. Wonderful. Look, technical problems. Whose fault was it ultimately? Don't give him the thing yet.
All Alex's.
We've got to go through such a palaver before we get to that. All of Alex's fault. Before that, I have to ask you things. I have a script. You've read the script. Where is it? It's you, Nate. Ta-da!
Hello.
Were you surprised?
I was. What is happening? I still am surprised. Why is there loo roll?
So we're going to be playing a game. You're going to be going up against Rachel, who played earlier on. No, she's not here. She's already played. We've looked around her flat and it was wonderful. The time to beat, I've been told, is 2 minutes 15. And basically, would you like to play?
Depends. What is it? I mean, yes, but what is it?
What is it? Hold on. I need to find the right thing. So the aim of the game is very simple. We're in lockdown. Brits are weird. We hoard toilet roll. So many, in fact, that there are none in the shops, and you have to find the 5 rolls hidden around your own house. Each roll will contain a clue to the next, and the fastest time to get to the last roll and answer the question inside correctly will win.
Okay. Well, our flat is tiny, so there's a good chance.
So would you like to play?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to play the credit sequence. Alex, don't do anything. Okay, right. Let me get the timer up. We've got a timer. Boop. Oh, that's not it. That's the timer. It's the okay, so is everything clear? The time to beat is 2 minutes 15. There is a prize if you win. It's very exciting. Rachel is watching and she's excited. Your time will begin when you get handed the first roll. Over to you, Alex.
Let me down. Go.
Time has begun.
I'm going to look in the back. The thing that you use to heat up a Mac, a rack, a sack.
First on your journey, look at the back of the thing that you use to heat up a...
I don't know.
Something you'd eat, maybe? What is Alex? What are you? What is Harry Styles?
Harry Styles.
He's a snack. Yes, a snack. It's food. It's a snack.
Go.
Absolutely.
Oh.
It is true. They do have a significantly smaller flat.
Put it in the bedroom. Such a small flat. So time to go for roll number 3. Smart car.
Such a small flat. So time to go far. Roll number 3 is in your smart car. Look at him run. Yeah, it's unfair. They live in a They live in a they live in a studio flat. So I was like, let's put a roll in his car to get him moving.
Run.
You've got time to beat. You're 1 minute 10. You've got 1 minute and 5 seconds.
1 minute and 5 seconds. Go.
Here we go. What does it say? I'll read it out. Roll number 4 is right under your nose, or above, I should say, when you're picking out clothes. It's clothes.
He's short. This isn't fair.
Last row was in play. Can't see. Hidden until Christmas under your
The last row is in a place you can't see, hidden until Christmas under your...
The name of your boyfriend's book. Oh, transmission.
Stop the clock.
Yeah.
Stop the clock. Well, actually, or do you want the entire title? Alex, it's up to you.
Hey, if we win this way, I'm easy.
Right. Let me
Mission to a beer.
There we go. That's it. Congratulations, Nate. I've stopped the clock. The time to beat was 2 minutes 15.
Yes.
Including your sprint out to the car, I can now tell you your time is 1 minute 41. You are this week's winner of the last roll. Congratulations. Absolutely smashed it. You will be receiving a prize in the post. It might be a WillCarne Show mask. It might be a mug.
Amazing.
Nobody knows, but it's exciting.
Yellow.
It will be yellow. Of course it will be yellow. Wonderful. How was that?
Good. Surprising. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, you did. You had no idea until the 5 minutes warning Alex gave you. Alex, thank you so much. I don't know what we are now going to cut to. We are now going to cut to all the things. We're now going to cut to a people story with Sean, who's in Durham, who's going to tell us about rocks. But for now, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye, Will. Goodbye, the internet.
Thanks.
Hello, my name's Sean. I'm a PhD student at Durham University and I study deep sea sedimentology. So what you might not know is that on the seafloor there are these huge submarine canyon systems similar to the Grand Canyon. However, whereas the Grand Canyon has been carved by rivers, these submarine canyons are carved by what's called turbidity currents. Now, turbidity currents are similar to snow avalanches in that they are avalanches of sediment. However, they're made of like sand and mud instead of snow. So you might think, why should we bother studying this, Sean? Like, the deep sea is really far away. No one can really see these things happening. Why does it matter? But they travel down these submarine canyons. And if there's anything in the path of these submarine canyons, such as seafloor infrastructure, including submarine cables and pipelines, then they're going to get destroyed, and they do get destroyed quite regularly. And the cables that we're talking about are usually telecommunication cables. So the internet or the cloud. A lot of people think that the cloud is somewhere up in the air and it's satellites, as the name suggests. However, actually 98% of telecommunication is via submarine cables. So when you send a tweet and that tweet is read on the other side of the world, the tweet has traveled through submarine cables, and it's submarine cables that allow us to have video calls with relatives in other continents, etc. So it's really important that they don't get damaged. But not only that, turbidity currents transport a hell of a lot of sediment, and they also transport other things amongst the sediment. Not only does it transport carbon, though, but you also get microplastics transported in turbidity currents, or just plastics in general. And these plastics are usually transported from river systems to the ocean, and then they end up in a submarine canyon. And then once they're in a submarine canyon, they can be transported quite quickly to the deep sea via turbidity currents. When you see these like huge garbage patches on the surface of the ocean are full of plastic, you think, oh, there's a lot of plastic that's on the ocean. We must try and clean up the plastic on the surface of our ocean. But actually, that's only probably around about 2% of the plastic that's in the ocean. And the rest of it's all on the sea floor, probably at the bottom of these submarine canyons. So we need to try and understand the processes that are at play to transport this microplastics and these plastics to the deep sea, so that we can better understand where the plastic is, and that will allow us to understand the effects that plastic is having on ecosystems in the deep sea. So that's why I study turbidity currents. There's a lot of reasons. I think they're pretty interesting. Thank you very much.
There's a lot of reasons.
And we are live. Donna, stop watching what's going on. You're on screen and happening and all the things. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back the wonderful Donna Staveley. Donna.
Hello.
Hello, you're back in your bubble. You're doing all the things. Donna, please just talk to me about how the show has gone so far, because I need to just...
Well, it's been quite entertaining, and there's been a medium amount of carnage. I won't say it's been total carnage yet. Give it a chance. There's still a bit of the show to
Still
go.
half an hour.
It's sneaked. It's been kind of like roller coaster carnage.
Mm-hmm.
Coaster carnage.
Coaster carnage.
Which is fine. Sorry, I'm really sorry because this is probably, let's face it, I've never had any issue saying something stupid on your show. Literally, first time I've had a bra on in 4 days. I'm a bit like, oh God. I don't go out, do I?
Can I just say to everyone, so once I set Donna up for this, I was going to turn our mics on ready, and I just went to turn on Donna's mic, and all that was going to be broadcast to everyone instead of silence as we waited was, oh, chickens. So that's why we had a clunkier intro than I'd hoped. Right, I am
warning.
I didn't realize you were so far behind and that there's such a lag. Right,
yeah.
I'm going to zoom up and read through some of the comments because I haven't even looked at the comments in a very long time. Carnage.
Because I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is.
What a surprise. Ileia in Canada. I haven't even talked about that yet. That was gorgeous. Didn't it look amazing?
It did look absolutely beautiful. I've been to Canada once. I've only been to Vancouver. But I honestly loved Canada. It's one of the very, very few places I've ever visited and gone, I could live here.
Yeah, 100%.
Beautiful, beautiful country.
People saying, OMG, it's Alex and Nate. People are dancing, people are excited, and then the excitement had a lull as we went back to Liam. People are saying they just love Liam as a whole. We all love Liam. How are you enjoying Liam's life coaching so far?
It's very entertaining, and he's far too wise for a 12-year-old.
He is. We had a 40-minute session in all that had to be cut down.
Oh, bless.
And it was just wonderful. He's fantastic, so proud, adorable. That's how far back I am. I'm back on the Liam video, whenever that was. Right, I've got to when Rachel has come in and she's supporting Nate, even though he's against her. I
love that he had to go running outside to his car.
He pegged it though.
He did. He was really quick.
Absolutely. I mean, look, he's quite hench. He was just like, pooh. Microplastics, and then we had Sean talking about rocks. I feel like this is the one show. Like we're going from Nate running to his car to rocks.
I'd started watching that, and hence the reason I literally got to chickens, just as you had to come back to me. So I'm gonna. That was really interesting. So I'm gonna have to go and rewatch that after the show. But it was very interesting. Thanks, Sean.
People saying where he lives is beautiful. That's in Durham, which is up near the border with Scotland. And then the stuff on the boat was off the coast of Africa when he was doing a research trip. Because he's fancy, is Sean, with his rocks. Cool. And microplastics suck. The Queen is back. Boom, boom, boom. Coast to carnage. And we're back. Donna, dilemma number 2. Take it away.
Oh, sorry, you froze there.
Dilemma number 2. Take it away.
Oh, sorry, Danny. Right. Dear Will and Donna. In these weird times, I feel like I'm always the one reaching out and making an effort to talk to my friends, and in particular, my dad. I feel like he never makes an effort to reach out to me, and I'm always the person making plans to meet or chat. I'd like him to make more of an effort, but I would feel awkward asking. What should I do?
Interesting.
You all right there?
Yeah, I can hear. All is good and well.
Oh, jolly good. Just checking. This kind of it's difficult, isn't it? Especially when it's a parent. And I without kind of, obviously, without knowing more of the background, it's kind of hard to kind of make a comment. It kind of touched me a bit because my parents got divorced when I was quite young, and then my father moved literally as far as he could get off on the coast the coast of England without falling into, or Wales actually, without falling into the sea. And I regret now, because he passed away 9 years ago now, I regret that I didn't make more of an effort. And I really wish I had tried more. Whether that would have achieved anything, I don't know. But I think I would have felt like I had done everything I could. So if I could go back and change that and do something and reach out more, I would do so. So if I were going to say to somebody in a situation with a parent, whether, you know, in this case with their father, I would just say, just reach out. And actually, do you know what? Just be honest. Because if he wants to have a better relationship and wants to spend more time with you, telling him that actually you also want him to do something about it as well might just jog something in him to make him feel like, oh my God, I should do more, or I want to do more. And of course, there's always the possibility that actually he might not want to, or just, as sadly was the case with my father, just couldn't be bothered. So be it. But I do feel you should try.
Yeah.
And then you know that you've done everything you can do.
So Ileia in the chat says, open communication is the most important. You have to be willing to be vulnerable enough to reach out and have that difficult conversation. I think it's hard because obviously everything is different at the minute. And so I find like everything has to be virtual. It's like you don't bump into people you see at work and have as many hangouts where you see different friends. So you've got to make a very conscious decision to reach out and message people and friends. Have you found that has been a problem for you in terms of, because everyone knows Donna, you know everyone. Have you been able to keep up with everyone? Have you been very active?
No, I haven't. Like one of my really good friends, she had to cancel her wedding from April, so her and Chris rearranged the date, and then so they were getting married in October, and then the week before they had their rearranged wedding date, the government announced a restriction in numbers again. So they were already having a very small wedding, and they had to basically lose 2 people from their wedding, from a rearranged. And it's been hard. And I haven't yet had a chance to speak to her, which I'm hoping to do tomorrow. Well, we were going to speak Friday, but unfortunately both her parents have been diagnosed with COVID, so she was in a bit stressed on Friday. So I was like, okay, it's fine, I'll catch up with you whenever. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of people I haven't spoken to, or kind of gone, oh, actually, like literally this morning, I suddenly thought, oh my God, I haven't actually checked to see if so-and-so is okay, and sent a friend a text message that I've not spoken to in ages. And she's okay, that's good. So, but it's hard kind of keeping up with each other. But it's like,
I was thinking when we would see each other every week, and we'd have a lovely catch up before the show. And then when we stopped doing the show, we did chat, and you came to my office once and we had a thing, but like, I don't know, it's hard. And there's so many different friends that I haven't really spoken to in the past few months.
It is hard. And this year has been, it's been a learning experience. We've all been on a journey, but there is an element of, like I'm normally an incredibly social person, and I'm out and about all the time, and all of a sudden being stuck in the house, it's like we've had to, like various different groups of friends, we've had to try and kind of go, okay, well, what can we do to make sure we're keeping up with each other? Like a bunch of friends and this is slowly getting bigger. We watch a film together every week. We have a movie club.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah,
it's such a good way to connect people and especially if it's scheduled, if it's something regular. Me and my friend Elena, who's been in the chat, we tried to see each other at least once a week, And it was quite because we used to see each other multiple times a week. I feel like we were always seeing it at work things, and we'd hang out, and we tried to see each other once a week. And I found in that those weeks when I would just see her at least once a week, it was just I realized how much I'd missed it, how much I miss hanging out with people. And even though it's difficult to do that, and a lot of people don't like phone calls and talking over the phone, I think, definitely you'd regret it more if you don't reach out, right? And even if it's,
I think so.
I think make it simple. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just sort of say, "Oh, I'm the one always calling you. Why aren't you calling me? Hey, what about me? You're making me seem needy." Right, let me read a few bits of the chat, and then we've got to go to a video because we're going to run out of time, and everyone wants to go watch I'm a Celebrity. The person might not realise that they are pulling their weight, or they don't know that their behaviour is upsetting you. That's very true. It's very unlikely that it's deliberate. Sapphire says, my mum's dad died youngish, and she says she regrets not speaking properly after her parents' divorce. Just talk is the best thing to do. You never know what will happen. I find it really difficult to connect with people virtually, and I tend to forget to reach out if not seeing people regularly in person. Elena says, I miss you too, Will.
Oh, she's a sweetheart, bless her.
Jake says, Ileia, so feel that virtual connection can be so hard. Cameron says, I've totally missed the whole thing. Hello. My God, bad timing, Cameron. Jake says, I do often forget how long it's been since I've reached out to a friend. Yeah, maybe even something as simple as just writing your friends' names on Post-it notes and sticking them around your house in places like I'm gonna stick your name on my floss, teeth floss, because I do that like a couple of times a week, not every day. And every time I pick it up, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna call Donna while I'm flossing.
Yeah. Maybe not while you're flossing.
While I'm flossing. That's it. It's all right. I'll listen.
You did make a really good point, because there are lots of people who don't like to actually talk on the phone. It's like, I love having a good chat. Oh, there's a shock. Nobody would ever realise.
She says, as we're 5 minutes over.
But it's surprising how many people I know that it's like, I actually have to sort of text say, do you fancy a chat? And what I really want to do is just phone them.
Yeah.
But I know that they don't like that.
Yeah.
Or they
want a heads up. It is very, like, if you're doing something or you're relaxing or you're off and then your phone starts ringing and it's like a very, like, answer now. It does make you have to have a heads up.
Yeah, very.
Interesting. All right. So, Donna, are you going to stick around a little bit longer?
No, I've got better light now.
She's got a ring light, everyone. She's very fancy. Wonderful. But first, another people's story. And this is the last one of the day. It's from one of our favourites. He's been in the chat, off to a blustery island now. And 21-year-old Cody. Up to you.
Yeah, Cody.
Hi everyone, my name is Cody and this is my life through COVID-19 in Ireland. So as you can see behind me, this is where I live in the beautiful Dunmore East by the seaside. I do like to get out during the day to get a bit of exercise, as COVID-19 has really impacted my mental health. I like to go out, stick my earphones into my ears, blast my music and just go for a walk and live the moment. I found lockdown very hard and very isolating and very, lonely. I don't really have that much friends in Waterford, like alone, where I live, or even in Dunmore, there's no one around that's my age. So it's kind of hard that way. But one of my best friends, Luke, he lives in Arklow. He's one of my closest friends. We're like brothers. I remember when the second lockdown hit, it was so much harder because I hadn't seen him in so long, in like 3 months. And then I don't even know, like we're in November now and I still don't remember when's the last time I seen him. Unfortunately, Dunmore East lost our bus service due to COVID-19, which had a massive impact on me as a 21-year-old that doesn't drive. The life I was living before COVID was me heading on that bus into town and seeing my friends, whether it's going shopping or going to Dublin or to Limerick. I took myself away from the news because my life, the start of the pandemic, was so focused on the news and what was going on in the world. And I remember coming into my parents, even my family, and going, oh ma'am, did you see there was this many cases in Waterford, like Waterford's going to go on lockdown? I live with my granddad. He lives right next door to us, and unfortunately he got sick during COVID-19 and had to have surgery. I had to be very careful of what I was doing and who I was around. Every second of the day depends on my mobile phone. So I'm here at one of my favorite coves, Ladies Cove. It's quite windy and it's not a really good day today, and the tide is in, so there's no beach. Sometimes it's really hard to distinguish what is good out of the lockdown. The number one special thing that I got out of this lockdown would be that I put myself back onto online dating to see if I would find someone. Usually it wouldn't be a great success, but I was very lucky to found someone that I adore so much. I asked him out on November 1st, and yeah, we are now together, which is amazing. Obviously, with the current circumstances, I can't go see him, but once lockdown lifts, I'll be able to go see him.
Gorgeous video there from Cody. Thank you so much, Cody. That was so sweet. It was also really nice seeing like where you live. It's weird that we've had like the beach in Australia, and we've had the snow in Canada, the like beautiful country in Durham, Kim going to Starbucks, and then like this horrendous weather and like waves and other things. But it still kind of looked like somewhere I'd quite like to be in my yellow raincoat. Don't you agree? Do you agree, Donna? There we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Cameron is here in the chat. She's arrived and we have missed her. Cameron, we're all very happy that you're here and watching along. And what are people saying? People loving Cody's accent. Just having a chat. Perry says, my distant family are from Ireland, was due to go to Dublin a few weeks ago to see Niall, but due to COVID, obviously couldn't. Fingers crossed for next year. Yeah, I can't wait to go to Ireland when this is all done. Saying can't watch the news, it gives me so much anxiety. I was exactly the same. That's one of the reasons I left that in there. I was like watching the news and the things every day in the first lockdown, and then I just had to stop, and now I just don't really watch it, apart from bits of the election. But
well, I think at one point I was more stressed with the American election than anything that was going on in this country, and I've got to the point where I was like, I can't look at Twitter, I can't look at Facebook. I just, like any of the chat groups I'm in, when they started talking about it, I had to keep muting them. I was just like, it's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a lot, but at least it's over.
Yes. Yeah, well.
Sorry, Shade Cam is back for Donna for your thing. So I'll do that once more. At least the election's over. Cody, I'd actually love people. Cody's inviting Jake to go visit. Wonderful. Maybe me and Jake will go over, fly over when this all done.
That looks just so beautiful, like all the waves crashing.
And that is that such a like. I don't know if that's a British thing to have those sea defences where it's just like horrendous weather and the waves hit it and then go all over the path because there's just no space. Like,
there's no space.
I also grew up on the coast and it's just memories. We got 30 seconds. Looks like Durham and Ireland are trip priorities.
Yay!
Are you just making the audience noises at this point? I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You just went, yeah. I was like, okay. I was supposed to go find Nessie this year, says Logan. LOL election coverage gave me supreme anxiety, says Kim. The CNN anchors be popping, though. And Cody says, I got soaked filming that well.
You did a good job, Cody. Good job.
Smashed it, and I'm proud of you. Wonderful. Okay, on to the last. Actually, I'll tell you what, we've got to say. Donna, it's been a pleasure. Will you come back for our Christmas special? The next show we're going to do.
Of course. Try and stop me.
It's going to be amazing. Hopefully you can be here.
I hope so.
Do you know what? I'm hoping to do it in my flat. I'm hoping to like deck out my flat. Now we've got super fast internet as of next week and like have a Christmas chaos. It's going to be wonderful. Donna, it's been a pleasure. Look after yourself.
Good to see you, darling.
And for everyone else, it's time for the last video of the night. We're nearly out of time. It's the last installment of Life Coaching with little Liam Middleton. Enjoy.
How do you pick a best friend?
How you pick a best friend is a person who's who's loyal, who's always there when you need them, who's always you're always nice, they never leave you for someone else. They're your number one best friend. You'll put them in front of all of your other friends because that's your best friend.
Okay, what you've described is a dog.
I mean,
Is a best friend a dog?
no, my best friend is my friend called Liam, who's the same name as me, but we look completely different. He's the complete opposite of me. I'm short, I've got blonde hair, blue eyes. He's taller, and he's got black hair and brown eyes.
Interesting. So they need to be opposite.
No, let's just.
Not opposite.
I don't think it matters. I don't think looks matter.
You don't think looks matter? Right.
No.
Let me refer you back to what you told me about Tinder. Why do looks matter there, but not when it comes to Liam, not this Liam with black brown hair?
Right. Let's say you get married, you have to wake up and you have to see their ugly face every single day. And you'll never get used to it. And then you need something that you can look at and you won't be like...
Yeah. And is that how you feel when you see Liam?
No.
What things can I do with my friends in lockdown?
You can FaceTime, you can chat, you can play video games together.
What is the difference between FaceTime and Zoom?
Not much, but Zoom, you've kind of got more variety of like stuff, and Zoom's more for like business meetings and like.
Right.
But then Zoom is for more. Zoom is for like more than like two, then more than one person. It's so you can fit like 20 people in or like 20 or more, like a lot more people in a Zoom. Then you can probably put like 2 people in a FaceTime.
No, I don't think I have 20 friends, so I think I'm going to stick with FaceTime. So my friend is getting married. How do I convince them to make me their maid of honor or best man?
Shower them with kindness and be like, oh, you're my best friend in the world, you know that? And I'd be really good as your maid of honor, wouldn't I? Yeah. That I'd be a good best man, wouldn't I? Yeah. Best friend. My best friend.
Shower them with kindness. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe send them McDonald's as well.
Yeah, be like, good morning. I have made breakfast. I have made Travis Scott burger for you.
Okay. And what is the difference between a McDonald's I send my best friend who I want to make me maid of honor or best man, and sending McDonald's to a boy or girl who I want to love me forever? What's the difference? Is it the order? Is it Just Eat versus Uber Eats?
Your best friend is someone that you love in a friend way, and your intimate other is someone you love in like the love way, you know? Yeah.
How does that reflected in McDonald's?
I love you, here's a McDonald's. And then to your best friend you'd be like, my G, here's Travis Scott burger.
Or maybe some 20 chicken nuggets?
Yeah. But then then ask them to request to put 30 in there.
You can do that?
Because they'll be happy because you're happy for them.
So what I'm hearing is send them a happy meal.
Yeah. Well, now we're talking.
But do you have any final bits of advice? Any like words of wisdom that I could like put on a poster and put on my wall?
Okay, wait. Live life how you want it to be. Don't be living your life for others.
Don't be living your life for others. One final word.
Booyakasha!
Why are you the most 12-year-old I've ever 12-year-old?
West Side is the best side. West Side is booyakasha. West Side is the best side.
What is happening?
Liam Middleton, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. I love him to bits. Bless his little cotton socks. And indeed, if you would like your own live life as how you want it to be, don't be living your life for others motivational poster, they will be available after the show. I'm going to put one here. There we go. There we are. How does that look? Oh, that looks amazing. I also have a little one. Here we go. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll show it to shade camera. Here we go. Look at that. Live life as how you want it to be. Don't be living your life for others. Beautiful, beautiful words there. Good. The chat, how long we got? We got a couple of minutes left. We're nearly at the end. I have needed a wee for the last hour and a half. Everyone who's come on, I've been like, I need a wee, but I don't have time. I've drunk this and a cup of tea and a Coke. It's all not good. What are people saying? People excited for the Christmas special. Yes. Now, preliminary, it's going to be on the 6th of December. So that's what we're hoping for, depending on rules and things. But we'll see. What are people saying? Kim is indeed the person getting married, who I want to be her maid of honor, and she's not allowing me because I'm a boy, which sexism. What else we got? Cameron, this is made me so hungry. Cameron, go and get some food. What's wrong with you that I really want Mackie D's now? Fully thought he was going to say live, laugh, love. Ileia, I never eat McDonald's and now I want some. Yeah, this was an accidental advert for McDonald's. I really should have got a spon on there. Liam with the early noughties references. Yes. I think when I was 12, I also said Booyakasha. Like, it's weird. Sweet. Saber Ultra says, I want it. This is Liam, by the way. Hello, Liam. Welcome. Yes, I will, of course, send you one of your own posters. Thank you for all your life coaching advice. I don't know if you've seen the entire show, but everyone has enjoyed it. And I miss your face, even though we spoke literally on Friday. Carne, I love the poster. Donna, don't be living your life for others. Real, honest, good life advice there, folks. I want from my home office is Donna. Donna, I'll whack one in the post. Ileia, man of honor. Elena, where can I get a Liam without being in trouble with the law? Trust me, I had to do a 6-hour training session on working with children in media in the last month, and it was a lot. Good buttons, many buttons. Oh, when I press this button, it means it's nearly over. Nah. It's happening. Is it? Can we hear? Oh, we can. Wonderful. That's all we've got time for, everyone. Thank you to Donna, Perry, Celeste Madden, and of course, Liam Middleton. Thank you to my People Story people, Hannah, Ileia, Sav, Sean, Cody, Kim, and the wonderful Nate, who is the winner of this today's thing, the last roll. There we go. And Alex for setting that up. And of course to Rachel, commiserations and all the things, but you did a great job. And I blame your husband, John, for hiding them so much. He's cheated you out of a mug. He's made you look a fool. But you have a beautiful flat. So what can I say? Thank you for watching. If you want to watch it again, the whole show is available to catch up right now. Cameron, share it with your friends and send me many gifs of it on Twitter. All that's left for me to say. Goodbye to everyone in the chat. Thank you for watching live. This has been amazing. Be back on the 6th of December, maybe. All that's left for me to say is take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye. Mm-hmm.